this is another live stream, and it's the last of a handful that I have done over the past month or so. I did one at the end of September, actually one mid-September, one at the end of September, one at the beginning of October, and then we're almost at the end of October now. So this is called Sermon on the Josh, and this is happening because one of my favorite records, Sermon on the Rocks by Josh Ritter, turned 10 on the 16th of October, so a week ago today. And I was busy on that night, and then I was going to do something for Josh's birthday, which was on Tuesday, but something came up there, and we're finally making it happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Sermon on the Rocks in its entirety, and then I'm going to play some other select favorites from his other albums. So Sermon on the Rocks, first of all, when I first discovered Josh, it was he was promoting The Beast in Its Tracks, and I'll talk more about that later. But I kind of lost track of him, and then I got wind of this concert in Nashville. He was playing there in 2016 and had released this album, Sermon on the Rocks. So it came as a free digital download, and it took me a little bit to listen to it, like even beyond the concert. So I went in kind of cold, and now whenever I'm going anywhere, this is always something that I listen to when I'm flying, at least. This is always on my list, and so and it's cool because it's all about getting out of your comfort zone. So in addition to just being a good record, it's good to listen to when you're traveling. But what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to play through the 12 songs on this record, and then I'm going to play some more songs from his other records, and we're going to do this again next year when he turns 50. And do it up big there. I've kind of struggled with that. I'm like, would he be okay with me sharing his age? He doesn't know who the hell I am. So, come find me if that's a problem. But anyway, this first song is called Birds of the Meadow, and I hope you enjoy it. Ask you how you doing these days. Didn't come to roll no stones away. I come to tell you that the end is nigh. I've come to prophesy. You wanted a messenger, and I am thee. You're EBGB man in ecstasy, but my eyes are blazing. Now my mental dark. You met her heart. Fire is coming, fire is coming. Birds of the meadow, birds of the meadow. Fire is coming, fire is coming. Birds of the meadow, birds of the meadow. Honey, I'm a wild one. I'm dressed in rags. I'll roll you over to your bedside up, yeah. Before this whole thing is over, you're gonna shout my name. I don't care if you believe me. Fire is coming, fire is coming. Birds of the meadow, birds of the meadow. Fire is coming, fire is coming. Birds of the meadow, birds of the meadow. All right, and that was Birds of the Meadow, like I said, kicking off the sermon on the Josh live stream. And we are celebrating in part the 10th anniversary of Sermon on the Rocks. It turned 10 a week ago today on the 16th of October. Just an absolutely terrific album, and we're going to be focusing on it, like I said, today. And the whole album, like I said, is about getting out of your comfort zone. And the idea, behind this song to me is just kind of setting up, somebody who like has something better in mind for the rest of the people that are going to be talked about on this album, and that there's going to be a reckoning of some sort. And so we're going to chat about that theme throughout. But I do want to say that Josh, when he was promoting this album, uh, called it a messianic, oracular honky tonk. And it's weird because I don't know what the hell that means, but at the same time, I know exactly what it means, and you'll be able to figure it out from there. So, like I said, we're gonna, get playing some more tracks here in just a second. But what is going to happen right now? I'm actually going to let one of my friends know in Argentina that I am live streaming so that she can maybe tune in. So give me just 1 second. Okay, so we are back in business now. Like I said, this is all about some sort of reckoning, and maybe part of the reason why I enjoy it so much is that it's kind of a religious reckoning throughout, even if it's not always explicit. Sometimes it's more explicit than others, like this song, which is called Young Moses. So this is all about Moses. Yes, that Moses. And you can, hear, like I said, the influence. But this actually appeared in one of my blogs about character development, because this particular song takes an existing character person, Moses, from history and literature, both of those things, and just kind of gives him a new storyline. And I do not compare people to Bob Dylan willy nilly, but this is something that Dylan does, and it's part of the reason why I love Josh as much as I do, because there aren't a whole lot of modern day acts that are doing that. But anyway, this is Young Moses, and I hope you enjoy it. Lay down your Moses child, your one star a while, hanging out on a Hawaiian soul, and stay a while and ask some gold. Each room has many mansions, each mansion many rooms. You'll sleep on sheets of silver, you'll eat on plates of moon. Ooh, 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 ooh. I will take up wild living, I will rove and go. I do not need your mentions, I will live in a house of soul. Bring me my Florida water, set me my servant free. Hanging no stars above me, I am bound for ecstasy. All of the love they're gonna give me. All of the love, they're gonna be my family now. And y'all can keep your thrones. I've been up on the mountain, I've been to the end of the line. I missed the fiery curtain, the only race that I touched was mine. I'm running through Ohio, I'm on the lightning bugs. I put me through Ohio, I run the lightning bug. the door when it's pretty. I'll put me through the handle, I'll drink the cactus juice, I'll sleep under your desk, yes, I'm young and guru. I got my heavy working, now I'm young and strong too. I am the king of milkmaids, honey, say my name, you know it's true. I get my heavy working, I take my lightning sweet. I've been a beast of burden, that is to say, I am a beast. All right. And that was Young Moses. So this next song is a song called Henrietta, Indiana, and this is one of my absolute favorites. It's inspired multiple songs of mine, and actually Birds of the Meadow did too. I meant to mention that inspired the song Armageddon off of my album Strays. Um, but this next one, I'll explain a little bit more about it later, but it's just got a really, really cool vibe to it. Um, and I'll explain, kind of how it connects to the last one in terms of this being a concept album. So this is Henrietta, Indiana, and I hope you enjoy. Henrietta, Indiana, Milltown, lock the factory down and shut it up tight. My daddy and my brother and 1,600 others lost everything they had that night. Daddy got a taste for the hot stuff. Henrietta, Indiana was dry. Right out to Putney, he'd tell me he loved it. The drive home was always so white, had the devil in his eye. Like a thorn in the paw, disregard for the law, disappointment to the Lord on high. My brother practiced preaching in the basement, perspiration on his face till he knew that something was missing. His spirit was willing, he could not believe it was true. Blessed be the poor, he said, their kingdom is on high. All of Henrietta, Indiana, heard me hallelujah when I finally saw the fire in his eyes, saw the devil in his eye. Like a thorn in the paw, disregard for the law, disappointment to the Lord on high. I was coming home late from a midnight date. My daddy said later, Eddie, I need them lanes. Left 3 men dead, I'm glad they're escaped by now. Said the sheriff, lay me in the next day and bring the dogs in. And then he left the kid and all in the mirror and they had the next kid. They came to my door, opened it wide. They thought I was crying, it was something in my eye. And now I leave the bottle on the table, Bible open to the Sermon on the Mount. Blessed are the poor of Henrietta, Indiana, but happy are the ones who get out. I think I'll drive over to Putney, the store only open until 12. The parking lot will only get the register, I can see it on there as a bell. Got the devil in my eye. Like a thorn in the paw, disregard for the law, disappointment to the Lord on high. Like a thorn in the paw, disregard for the law, disappointment to the Lord on high. All right, and that was Henrietta, Indiana, like I said, off of Sermon on the Rocks, track 3, and that song is really interesting to me going out of Young Moses, and I forgot to mention with Young Moses that I absolutely love the last line of that song. I've been your beast of burden, or I've been a beast of burden. That is to say, I am a beast. It's just such a terrific, cocky, confident line. And I just think it's terrific. Now, Young Moses, of course, is about a kid who, his family offers him all of the riches in the world, and he's like, "No, I'm good. I can live simpler than that." And so he finds a new family, and they embrace him as one of their own. And my family has been tremendously supportive of me. But that's part of the reason why I like that song so much, is that it's all about going off on your own and doing your own thing as much as you can. And then finding that new community as well, spreading your wings, while still having support from your roots. But when we go back to we think of young Moses, right? And so we're thinking that, and it doesn't exactly say how it ended for him, but we can hopefully assume that it ended well. He's the compelling protagonist. Now, conversely, you've got Henrietta, Indiana, and that particular song is, the narrator for the whole song is like, okay, I'm, not going to succumb to the evil of my family. And then it gets to the last part where the bureau comes in, and they talk to the narrator, and he's like, yeah, they thought I was crying, but it was something in my eye. And so that's he's turned into them, essentially. And I just find that to be a fascinating thing. And so really this album is kind of about that push and pull of getting away from the negative, and really, can um, that's basically it. So this next song is kind of that push and pull, and again, another narrator we're rooting for. And this is a song called "Getting Ready to Get Down," and this is really funny because this particular song mentions a little Bible college in Missouri, and one of my students, before I even played this for one of my former students, said. That she was going to a Bible college in Missouri, and I'm like, hey, I've got just a song for you. And she, I played it for her, and she's like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Just a terrific song. But this is Getting Ready to Get Down, and I hope you enjoy it. Mama gotta look at you and got a little worried. Papa gotta look at you and got a little worried. Pastor said, look, now y'all better send her off to a little Bible college in Missouri. And now you come back and you know a little bit about everything you own, but you never ever figure out. You ate the apple because you thought it was sweet. What kind of guy would keep a girl from getting what she needs? And I'm getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. Now people cross the street when they're walking. Now people cross the street when you walk in that direction. Talk between their teeth and throwing epithets. And the doctor wants to think that we got you by your senses. To live the way you please. Don't sound like possession, it's for long use. Studying the Bible, infidels, Jezebels, all of them to Delilah's. Back off your bus in your own doubts. And if you didn't like me then, you won't like me now. And I'm getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. All the men of the country club, living in the Hillary, talking about love like it's apple pie and liberty. To really be a saint, you really gotta be a virgin. Clean as a page from the King James Version. No la la, no oh well, yes it's no, I can't wait, gotta see you again. Just turn the other cheek, don't take no chances. Jesus hates your high school dances. Thought your soul needed saving, so they sent you out to Bible school. You learned a little more than what they told you was in the golden movie. Be a stranger, there would be a the grave and give you love to whomever you please. Don't tell no one who you ought to be. And when you get damned in the popular opinion, that's just another damn you won't make it. And I'm getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. And I'm getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. Getting ready to get down. Mama gotta look at you and got a little worried. Papa gotta look at you and got a little worried. Pastor said, look, now you all better. Said they're off to a little Bible college in Missouri. Now that you know a little bit about everything they own, that you'd never ever figure out the Red Sea, the Dead Sea, the Sermon on the Mount. If you wanna see a miracle, watch me get down, and I'm getting ready to get down, getting ready to get down, getting ready to get down, and I'm getting ready to get down, getting ready to get down, getting ready to get down. All right, and that was getting ready to get down. So I was laughing when I was prepping for this that I did this same set of songs about 5 years ago when Sermon turned 5, and I was just getting really heavy into Josh because he was doing these COVID live streams, the silo sessions, and so it really helped me dive into his discography a little bit more than I did when I saw him for the first time in 2016. But anyway, so my favorite movie is Hot Shots, and there's a line in it that references a delicate corneal inversion process called multi-pupillotomy. And my mom told me, she's like, "You've seen that movie way too many times. The fact that you can say that so quickly." And that's kind of how I feel about Josh's songs too, that they're very wordy. And I'm not quite there yet because there are, a couple of places where I stumbled. But that's just an absolutely terrific song. And there are a couple of things that I want to point out about that. So for my housewarming party, there was somebody over and saw this bumper sticker that I have that says "Jesus hates your high school dances." And she was like, what does that mean? And so I explained it, that this was, a line from the Josh Ritter song, but that I couldn't go on my car because people would think I was serious down here. And so that's where that comes from. There is also a line in there. There are so many good lines, but there's also a line that says, "If you want to see a miracle, watch me get down." And that was actually the name of one of my Christmas albums, was "If You Want to See a Miracle." And that's kind of where it came from, because there are some, slightly sarcastic things, similar to Sermon on the Rocks, just calling out some inconsistencies within the Bible. But playfully, I like to think. So anyway, that is getting ready to get down. And this next song is called "Seeing Me Around." And so I got a very nice text from my friend Mark, who was tuning in, and saying that I should write more songs in the style of Birds of the Meadow. And because I sing it very well, and I think that "Seeing Me Around" is actually very similar in style. Suits me very well in terms of the cynical sarcasm and all of that stuff, and then vocally as well. So you can see what you think, and let me know. But this is "Seeing Me Around," and I hope you enjoy it. Stabbed me once and shot me twice, threw me off the bridge and through the ice. And after all you put me through, it seems our champagne days were few, but you'll be seeing me around. 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 My hands were tied, my clothes were torn. You threw me naked to your thorns and sent me out hard in vain to find a cross too high for you to climb, but you'll be seeing me around. You'll be seeing me around. You'll be seeing me around. The doctors looked, they shook their heads, but they wouldn't say if I was dead. His heart is stopped, we checked his eyes, and something made us look there twice. But you'll be seeing me around. 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 All right, and that was Seeing Me Around, like I said, off of Sermon on the Rocks, which we are celebrating today because it turned 10 years old a week ago today. And like I said, it is one of my favorite albums. I am actually just checking the track listing to make sure that I play this in order because I am viewing this as a concept album, and so it is very important that we play this in order. Okay, cool. So this next song is a song called Where the Night Goes. And this is one of my favorites. This was a kind of a comfort song and still is. But when we had the hybrid year in 2020, fall of 2020, I guess that would be, we had Fridays to Plan, which I miss dearly. So I, sit in my room and plan and listen to music. And this was one that was on heavy rotation, when I would listen and plan, and it just, something about it just like really, really made me happy. This is Where the Night Goes. I hope that you enjoy it. Heard the word from Brenda Lee, you were coming home, she said, and crossed my heart, I did not believe it. Holy hell, you never struck me dead, but 13 cheers for the grapevine, what? So you were coming home, let's see where the night takes us, let's see where the night goes. I admit it's been slow going, you pay your bills and they still owe you. You know the way with my slave land still. This is me, this is who I am. I make the rounds and I pay my dues, meet up with friends and I dream about you. It ain't much but it's still a lot. Sometimes honey I still get lost in the long nights. Old cars, back roads and the boneyards. You drive me better like a holy roller. Shiver van and will you over tough good. Bad town, brought up to stay down. Sweet tea, while I've been breaking hearts and not minding. So come on in and so in the sea. Been so long, I know it. Let's see where the night takes us. Let's see where the night goes. Last I saw you was a Greyhound wave and said don't be sad and don't be blue. LA is not the destination, still I believe I must pass through. I see your face from time to time, now you're coming home. Let's see where the night takes us, Let's see where the night goes. Long nights, old cars, bad roads, and boneyards. Driving the pedal like a holy roller. Share man and will you all the tough good from a bad town. Brought up not to stay down. Sweet tea, while I did. Breaking hearts in our mountains. So come on in, so in the city. Been so long, I know it. Let's see where the night takes us. Let's see where the night goes. Only the lonely know the way I'm feeling. Only the living go to the graveyard grieving. Still you're alive and we're still astounded. Feel the march of the rhythm man. Feel the march of the American universe. The mountains, the fields, the rivers, the harvest. It isn't much, but it's still alive. Sometimes, honey, I still get lost in the long nights. Old cars, bad roads, and the boneyards. Driving the man like a holy roller. Share a man and roll you over. Tough good from a bad town. Brought up not to stay down. Sweet tea while I live. Breaking hearts in our minds. So come on in and so in the sea. Been so long, I know it. Let's see where the night takes us. Let's see where the night goes. Long nights, old cars, bad roads, and the boneyards. All right, and that was Where the Night Goes, like I said, by Josh Ritter, and track 6 off of Sermon on the Rocks, which we are celebrating today as it turned 10 years old a week ago today. That song to me, so you had kind of the two, Let Me Show 'Em songs in Getting Ready to Get Down, and then Seeing Me Round. And then this is all about, again, somebody coming back to their roots and, kind of the happy times that come with that. That is that song. And that actually inspired a song or an album title of mine called The Sheriff of Hell, which is all about living free, uninhibited, and, doing what makes you happy, obviously within reason, but doing, what's good for you too. And so you can actually check that out on my YouTube page. And the funny thing is that, album actually, led to another album that was not so positive, not about the same person, but that is my album, Iowapolis. And I'll talk more about that later in this live stream, but then also hopefully that record will come out at some point next year, Iowapolis. But anyway, until then, we're going to keep on going, celebrating Sermon on the Rocks. So this next song also inspired a song of mine, and like I said, my friend Mark is tuning in, and he's been to a lot of my gigs and knows that I have a song called Tinder, and this song that I'm about to play, Cumberland, inspired that particular song. Now, this song is not even necessarily about getting back to your roots, but just going to your happy place. It's not necessarily where you're from, but it's just kind of an escape. And that's what this song is about. So this is Cumberland, and I hope you enjoy it. All my friends said, what's that in Cumberland? Gonna get lonesome when you get out to Cumberland. Stay in the city, boy, winter's a wonderland. They all mean well, I will remember them more. Gotta get you some man in the country now, to the country now. Oh, boy, gotta get you some man in the country now. Wander through the hollow, honey, wander through the glen. Neighborly with fiddleheads, copperheads and moccasins. Build a little cabin, honey, throw a little window. Watch the breeze blowing through the hickories and dandelions. Oh boy, gonna get you some man in the country now, to the country now. Oh boy, gonna get you some man in the country now. If you get there before I do, tell everybody I'm a-coming too. I know I'm pretty good, the prettiest there's ever been. While there's a weed and sweeter than a mandolin. I ain't a handsome man, I bet you 3 years I ain't met her yet. I bet she lives in Cumberland. Oh boy, gotta get you some man in the country now, to the country now. Oh boy, gotta get you some man in the country now. So before you go talking about the wonders of the world again, the touch around the rim, all the places that I've never been, take a wild drive, make a little trip to heaven, and wander for a while if it's paradise or Cumberland. Oh boy, gotta get you some man to the country now, in the country now. Oh boy, gotta get you some man in the country now. Oh boy, gotta get you some man in the country now, in the country now. Oh boy, gotta get you some man in the country now. All right, and that was Cumberland, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, a song by Josh Ritter off of Sermon on Rocks, which we are celebrating today as it turned 10 years old about a week ago. Actually, exactly a week ago today. Um, so, yeah, that is Cumberland. So I'm going to switch over to piano now, and there are actually a couple of songs from Sermon that lend themselves better to piano. So I'm going to be on the keyboard. The guy who plays piano on most of Josh's songs is named Sam Casserier, I believe is his name, and he's produced for Josh, played some piano for him. He produced So Runs the World Away, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But he's also produced for Craig Finn and a lot of other folks, so just absolutely terrific. And the piano part is just absolutely gorgeous on this particular song. So this is Homecoming, and this is, as you may have guessed, all about coming home. I feel a change in the weather. I feel a change in me. The days are getting shorter as my birds begin to leave. Even me, yes, y'all, who's been so long alone. I'm headed home. I'm headed home. The nights are getting colder now, and the air is getting crisp. I first tasted the universe on a night like this, an alibi, a box of wine, and the hunger in her eyes, in a place where the tree of good and evil still resides. Homecoming, homecoming. She said, show me what you got, babe. I'm not lying to the girls. Just give me a bed cell and a place for me to make a stand, and I can move the world, lift the valley from her floor, honey. It'll turn into the sky. They'll say that it's a miracle, and you know damn well they're right, damn well they're right. Homecoming, 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 homecoming. Don't go away now. Homecoming, homecoming. Don't go away now. I'm homecoming, homecoming. When the oracle spoke to me, she was like a roadside song. Don't go away now. Do unto others as you would have them to, even if they turn out to do you wrong. This town right here is my everything, though I've been turned away. Don't go away now. It has my heart, stole my taste of it until we start to feel the west. We were never far from nowhere. You can see it from the edge of town, honey, baby. I wonder how it feels now. Somehow I can't believe it could feel like before. But the air is getting colder now, the nights are getting crisp. I first tasted the universe on a night like this, an alibi, a box of wine, and the hunger in her eyes, and the place where the tree of good and evil still resides. So I'm coming, don't go away now. Oh, I'm coming, don't go away now. Oh, I'm coming, don't go away now. Oh, I'm coming, don't go away now. All right, and that was Homecoming, like I said, by Josh Ritter, and the eighth track off of Sermon on the Rocks, which we are celebrating today because it turned 10 years old last week, a week ago today, actually. So that particular song, like I said, I saw Josh Ritter for the first time live in 2016. I have seen him once since then, and then I'm going to see him again in a couple of weeks, which is just going to be absolutely terrific. He always puts on a great show. But the first time I saw him, I literally only knew one song by him, and he didn't play it. Still a terrific show, but his fans are very dedicated, and so I felt like kind of an outsider. And so, luckily I got to know his stuff better before I saw him for the second time. And hopefully, actually I saw him 2 years ago, and so that seems about right, because it was a 7-year gap before that, which is far too long. But anyway, I went in cold the first time, didn't really know too many songs, and he played Homecoming, and it was his last song before the encore, if I'm remembering correctly. And it was just terrific. It blew me away, and so that was always a very memorable one for me. And this next song is a song called "The Stone," and this particular song is a little bit of a mystery, but I saw that it actually was written after he came home from a tour or a show on tour. He was home for a night or two, and he, really enjoyed the song, even though he said it was kind of a, cynical song. But this kind of contradicts everything that the album is searching for, right? It's searching for meaning. It's searching for something outside of yourself, something outside of your comfort zone. But then, it kind of says, well, you can't really outrun your past. And, similar to Henrietta, Indiana in that regard, I suppose, that those are kind of parallels. But this is a song called "The Stone," and I hope you enjoy it. Change your face, change your name, rip the roots that you laid down, rip the roots that you laid down. You'll keep your hurt, you'll keep your pain, close company now, close company now, lying wide awake in an imprint town with different arms around you now, on the same old street, in a never-ending house, on the same old road that the night comes down that the night comes down. Love alone through your human doubts, and free your heart from the stone. Free your heart from the stone, and the stone may roll, but it'll search you out. No matter where you go, it'll find you lying wide awake in a different town with different arms around you now, on a different street, in a different house, on the same old road. That the night comes down, that the night comes down, lying wide awake in a different town with different arms around you now, on a different street, in a different town, on the same old road. That the night comes down, that the night comes down. All right. And that was The Stone, like I said, by Josh Ritter. One of my absolute favorites by him. So we've got two more, or actually three more songs on Sermon, and then I'm going to switch over and play some favorites that are not from that album. And like I said, when we do this all over in about a year for Josh, we are going to switch it up and play some more deep cuts from, or maybe not deep cuts, but some more favorites from his other albums. And it's going to be great. But for now, like I said, a couple favorites, couple more favorites from Sermon, top 12, 12-way tie for first, more or less. But this next song is a song called Big Enough Sky. And this is a little bit along the naivete track. But rather than being somebody fictional, it sounds very real. Josh doesn't really write personal songs, and I'll talk about that more later. But man, these characters that he creates are just so believable. It's like, no, I feel like that might have happened to you. But he's just really good at tapping into those emotions. And A Big Enough Sky is one of my favorite examples of that. So this is A Big Enough Sky. Wanna know where the sweet water is, wanna know when the air is pure. Out in the sky so big I can get mine to her. Somewhere along the lines, a little train jumped off the tracks. She lost her faith in me, it'll take a while to get it back. What happened to the riverbed? What happened in the prairie fire? Can you tell me where the lightning went? Every time you met my eye, didn't notice when the wind made none, wasn't looking when the ground drove in. If you ever met loud and love, would you ever love back again? Out where the sweet water is, out where the air is pure, out in the sky so big I can get mine to her. I've been letting a lot of things slide, I've been letting a lot of things go. I thought I was the one for you, but the truth is sometimes I don't know. Didn't notice when the wind made none, wasn't looking when the clouds rolled in. If you ever fell out of love, did you ever come back again? What happened to the riverbed? What happened to the prairie fire? Did you tell me with a lightning man? Every time you met my eye, didn't notice when the wind picked up. Was it wrong when the clouds rolled in? If you ever fell out of love, did you ever come back again? Out where the sweet water is, out where the air is pure, out neath the sky so big I can get my heart to whirl. Hey baby, there's a place I know I live and stay in love. I believe a lot of things, honey, when the sky is big enough. I believe a lot of things, honey, when the sky is big enough. All right, and that was Where the Sweet Water Is by Josh Ritter, track 10 on Sermon on the Rocks, which turned 10 a week ago today. So that is just a joyous song, and when I was practicing for this live stream, the first time that I played it, just like, subconsciously, I had just a big old smile on my face that came about halfway through playing it, because it just makes you feel good. It always makes me laugh though, because there's a type of beer called Sweetwater, and so they sell it at the Green Beetle, and it always makes me laugh because I'm like, okay, I want to go where the Sweetwater is. Let's go to the Green Beetle, and then of course there's the music gear company that's called Sweetwater, and you always get those emails from somebody, I can't remember his name, but those are the two things that I always think of when I think of that song. Not a relationship, should be noted, but one of these days. And that's kind of the point of it, is just that cockeyed optimism that might lead to his tragic downfall. But so speaking of offering somebody everything, this next song is a song called Lighthouse Fire, and this particular song is probably the biggest mystery on the album. It's kind of in the vein of Meadow, in terms of just somebody like everything and this all-knowing narrator. But anyway, this is Lighthouse Fire, and I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna build you a cathedral filled with nothing but the rafters, between the stars, between the stars, between the stars, between the stars. Where the high and the highway means the moving of your heart, of your heart, of your heart, of your heart. A cathedral filled with nothing but the rafters, between the stars, between the stars, between the stars, between the stars. Where the high and the highway means the highway of your heart, of your heart, of your heart, of your heart. My love is a lighthouse fire. 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 Between the sugar and the cane is where I wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay. Where the high and the highway meets the high, meets the high, meets the high, meets the Milky White way. Where sugar and the cane is where I wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay. Where the high and the highway meets the sky, meets the sky, meets the sky, meets the Milky White way. My love is a lighthouse fire. 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 All right, and that was Lighthouse Fire. Like I said, one of the more obscure songs on that record, because I can never tell if it's like being sarcastic in the way that Birds of the Meadow is, or if it's like being genuine. And he also has a record, an EP called "See Here, I Have Built You a Mansion." And so it's kind of along those lines where I'm like, okay, is this like, oh, you owe me, or everything I do it for you, and it's supposed to be romantic, but I don't know. It's really interesting. But like I said, all of this record is talking about um, finding a place for yourself. And this theme concludes with the last song on the record. And this is a song called My Man on a Horse is Here. Waiting, I've been waiting for the day, the hour, the moment you'd appear. Now just look at you, my man on a horse is here. Praying, yeah, I've been praying. No, some say my prayers fall on deaf ears. I never doubted you, my man on a horse is here. Heidi, 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 hey. Heidi, 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 too. Heidi, Heidi, Heidi. Come on, come on, come on. Making the best of bad time. I'm thinking of you all the damn time. I must learn the pain not keeping on myself. Sometimes I'm in heaven, sometimes somewhere else. Honey, please come, take it away. I need sleeping, keeps me awake. I can breathe, I can close my eyes. Yeah, I'm still setting the record for dreams in one night. And I'm wasted, I am wasted. My best is love, my bourgeois, my tears. You have come to save me. My man on a horse is here. All right, and that was My Man on a Horse is Here by Josh Ritter. And that is the last song off of Sermon on the Rocks. So now we are going to start all over with his discography, go from the very beginning. And this is a song called Letter from Omaha. Now, this was off of his debut album, and similar to Bob Dylan's debut album, not necessarily his best record, but you saw glimpses of, really good storytelling in brief form, and then he just expanded upon it in later albums. It's still a really good album. And this is one of my favorites. This is Letter from Omaha, and I hope you enjoy it. Well, I can't sleep with all these hand-me-downs, battered up chests and faded dreams. Every new life seems to spin away like sand escaping through the seams. Send me a letter from Omaha, said a needle or a thread could mend the tears. But tonight the cotton fields, they smell like calico and the color of your hair. Stars stand against the lonely blue like pinpricks made by midnight hands. They tried to sew you a pure white dress, got tied up in the misdeeds and demands. Cotton burned all brown and wasted like innocence, fell the disrepair. But tonight the ashes smell like calico and the color of your head. If I could have my one and only wish, I'd sew your hair to the lining of my shirt. And I'd stand in the new clean day and golden, not the color of the dry land dirt. Send me a letter from Omaha, said a needle and a thread could mend the tears. But tonight the sugar cane smells like calico and the color of your head. All right, and that was Letter from Omaha. Next up, we're going to play something from Josh's second album, which is called The Golden Age of Radio. And you guys know this album for Harrisburg, which I play once a year, every July 5th on Romero's anniversary. And so I'm going to play another one of my favorites from that record, and this is Lawrence, Kansas. Now, this song I mentioned earlier, See Here I Built You a Mansion, he actually re-recorded it for that EP. And that's actually how I first discovered it. But this is the original, well, not the original version, but this is based on that original version, what I am doing here. So this is Lawrence, Kansas, and I hope you enjoy it. Dirt roads and dry land farming might be the death of me, but I can't leave this world behind. And my debts are not like prison where there's hope of getting free, but I can't leave this world behind. And I've been from here to Lawrence, Kansas, trying to leave my state of mind, trying to leave this awful sadness, but I can't leave this world behind. South of Delia, there's a patch out back by the willow trees, so I can't leave this world behind. It's a fenced-in piece of nothing. I hear voices on my knees, and I can't leave this world behind. Some prophecies are self-fulfilling, but I've had to work for all of mine. Good times will come to me, God willing, 'cause I can't leave this world behind. This world must be frightening, everybody's on the run, but I can't leave this world behind. And my house is a wooden one, and it's built on a wooden one. Seems I can't leave this world behind. Preacher says that when the master calls us, he's gonna give us wings to fly. But my wings are made of hay and corn husks, so I can't leave this world behind. All right, and that was Lawrence, Kansas by Josh Ritter off of the Golden Age of Radio, his terrific second album. We're going to move on to his third album, which I have a handful of his records that I go back and forth on, which one's my favorite. This one also just recently celebrated a birthday, September 9th, turned 22. And this song that I'm going to do, I play it quite a bit, but there's a reason for that. And this is Kathleen, and I hope you enjoy it. All the other girls, you're stars, you are the northern lights. They try to shine in through your curtains, you are too big and too bright. They try and they try, but everything that they do is a ghost of a trace of a pale imitation of you. I'll be the one who drives you back home, Kathleen. This party is filled with a night air and the chance that a smile will slowly wind its way back to one of the boys in your life. You act like you're hip to their tricks and you're strong but a virgin. Well, it's a heart never once had a song. I'll be the one who drives you back home, Kathleen. And I'll have you back by break of day. I'm going your way anyway. And if you like to sing along, I'll be yours for a song. I know that you're waiting, and I know that it is not for me. But I'm ready and I'm willing, and I send you the messenger see. I won't be your last dance, just your last good night. Every heart is a package tangled up in knots. Someone else tied. I'll be the one who drives you back home, Kathleen. So crawl up your trellis and quietly back into your room. And I'll slide by the length and drive by the light of the moon. And the next time we meet's a new kind of hello. All the hearts have a secret, only both of us know. About the night that I drove you back home, Kathleen. I'll drive you home. All right, and that was Kathleen. So I actually on my music influences wall, which is right in front of me, so you guys can't see it, but there is a some fan art that is that says every heart is a package tangled up and not someone else tied. Really cool. The person who made it put it in a Josh Ritter fan page a handful of years ago, and I bought one, and we kept in touch, and then didn't. And you can hear all about it on Iowapolis. But that whole thing came about because the Sheriff of Hell came along, the album, and it was like, oh yeah, this person is the one who got away, and she's like, what about me? And I'm like, what about you? And so that kind of went into some giving things a shot, and didn't work out kind of severely. So you can hear all about it on the Iowapolis album, which is on YouTube for now. And then the studio recordings will hopefully, like I said, be coming out in about a year. Um, and yeah, it's going to be great once it does finally come out. So we are going to continue with a song from the Animal Years, and this is a song called Idaho. And this song, I absolutely love it. And my friends Star and Micey actually have that's a band, by the way, but my friends in the band Star and Micey have this song called Rock and Roll, and there are some kind of similar haunting vibes to it. And it's just absolutely terrific. And so, I kind of associate those two. But Idaho is really, really cool, and it's just so haunting. And there was one day, probably January or February, that sounds about right, that I was writing this song, and I couldn't get the line Fayetteville out of my head, which is one of my ex's hometowns. She, like, her mom lived in Fayetteville, her mom lived in Newton, dad lived in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And so it just kept on, or not Arkansas, Georgia. But anyway, just kept on just kind of pounding like, oh, and then I was like, okay, what city song to write? And so Fayetteville popped into my head. And so this song, I owe this song a lot because I wrote it and finished it at about 6:50 in the morning, or 5:50 in the morning, I should say. And I just kind of was sitting up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's wild. I write every day, so there's not always emotion attached to it. It's just, hey, this is a song, but that one really got to me. So anyway, this is Idaho, and I hope you enjoy it. All that love, all those mistakes. What else can a poor man make? So I gave up my life of crime, gave it to a friend of mine. Something else was on my mind. The only ghost I'm haunted by. I hear her howling down below. Idaho, Idaho. Wozo, wozo, can't you see? Ain't no wolf can sing like me. And if it could, then I suppose he belongs in Idaho. Bags and dogs and cigarettes for those who ain't done packing yet. My clothes are packed and I wanna go. Idaho, Idaho. Well, out to sea for 7 years. I got your letter in Tangier. I thought that I'd been on a boat till that single word you wrote. That single word is landline me. Turn the masts to cedar trees, and the winter grammar blows. Idaho, the winds to ground. Idaho, Idaho. All right, and that was Idaho off of the Animal Years by Josh Ritter. So when I was on my Josh Ritter kick in 2020 and 2021, I actually wrote an album that was also called The Animal Years, but they were actually all songs about animals. Um, and one of my favorites was there's a song that was inspired by Traffic and Weather by Fountains of Wayne that's called Lion Ass Cheetah. And it's one of my favorites. I never pull it out, but one of these days I'm going to have to dig it back up and do that because it's just terrific. So the next album that I'm going to be featuring is the historical conquests of Josh Ritter. And I don't know why, but like the first time I listened to it, it just didn't it just didn't click with me. But then, as I've listened to more songs, and like everybody swears by it, they're just like, this is incredible. And so, I was like, what is wrong with me? Which, I ask often, but what is wrong with me in this context narrows it down a little bit. And, and so this is one of the great songs from that particular record. And this is a song called The Next to Last True Romantic, and I hope you enjoy it. He is riding the plains, living up to his name as the next to last true romantic. He knows his story is tragic, but he can't rest till he's next to you. All them girls know his fame, the men curse his name, and they talk about him like he's magic. But he's the next to last true romantic, and he can't rest till he's next to you. He's stolen hearts like they're horses, and when hearts can't be found, horses with hearts can't be found. He keeps riding then from one horse to one horse to one horse town. It gets him down. He knows he's a fool and get caught up with you, but he's the next to last true romantic. He can't let go of love once he's had it, and he can't rest till he's next to you. There's always whiskey and women and whiskey around, and he can't tell which is worse, to be dying of thirst or to drown. It gets him down and gets him down, so he smiles through the pain. He pinches Estelle, he dances with Jane. Somehow he don't even know how he stands it, but he's the next to last true romantic, and he can't rest till he's next to you. All right, and that was The Next to Last True Romantic by Josh Ritter off of the Historical Conquests of Josh Ritter, his 2007 album. So this next song is from his 2010 album that I mentioned earlier called So Runs the World Away, that was produced by Sam Cassrader. And this is a song called The Curse. And not only is this probably my favorite Josh Ritter song, it is one of my favorite songs. And I'm not kidding. It's up there to me with like some of the best songs ever written. And again, I don't just say that unless it's about my own stuff. But this is a song called The Curse. And the really interesting thing when I was researching this album and practicing, I just happened to come across this. So there were 3 years between Historical Conquests and the So Runs the World Away, this particular album. And, there was 1 year in between the Animal years and Historical Conquest, so you think, okay, you need a break, whatever. But he had this just tremendous bout of writer's block. And then this was the first song that came to him for the new record, and it shaped the record, which is just insane. There's always like a song that shapes a record, but the fact that this was like the first song that you came up with after like 2, 3 years of not being able to write anything is just absolutely wild. So this is The Curse, and you will see what I mean in just a second as to how tremendous it is. So this is The Curse, and I am back on keys for this particular song. He opens his eyes, falls in love in the side with the girl in the doorway. One beautiful lines out full of lime after thousands of years. What a face to wing up to. He holds back his side as she touches his arm. She dusts off the bed where till now he's been sleeping under miles of stone. The dried figure of his heart under scarab and bone starts back to its beating. She carries him home in a beautiful boat. He watches the sea from a portal in stowage. She can hear how she says as she sits by his bed. And one day his lips answer in her own language. The days quickly pass. He loves making her laugh. The first time he moves, it's her hair that he touches. She asks, "Are you nurse?" He says, "I think that I'm cured." And then he talks of the Nile and goes in bulrushes. In New York he is laid in a glass-covered case. He pretends he is dead. People crowd round to see him, but each night she comes round and the two wander down the halls of a tomb, and she calls a museum. Often he stops to rest, but then it's less and less. Then it's her that looks tired, staying up asking questions. He learns how to read from the papers that she is writing about him, and he makes corrections. It's her face on, it's his face on the mug, more and more on the love. Families from Iowa, Upper West Siders. Then one day it's too much. He decides to get up, and it's chaos ensues. He walks outside to find her. She's using a cane, and her face looks too melancholy to see her as she walks. He supports her. She asks, "Are you cursed?" He says, "I think that I'm cured." In a sandstorm of flashbulbs and rowdy reporters. Such reanimation, the two to the nation. He gets out of limos, he meets other women. She's happy with the nights at the museum, but she's just one more rag now. He's dragging behind her, she stops going out, and her race starts to sell. And one day the dried figure, her heart stops its beating. Long ago on the ship, she asked why pyramids. He said, think of them as a man's invitation. She asks, are you hers? He says, I think that I'm cured. Then he kissed her and home, then she'd forget that question. All right, and that was The Curse. Messed up a couple of times there, but hopefully you got the main gist of the song. That's just a hauntingly gorgeous tune. So this song might be meant to be taken literally, just like, hey, it's a mummy who falls in love with an archaeologist. Um, but for me, since I always view it through a relationship lens, and obviously it's about a relationship, I have always viewed this song as being about somebody who is um, cursed when it comes to love, and there's somebody who like kind of fixes that, like lifts the curse, and then it turns out that the way that they lifted the curse was by them cursing the other person, so then they inherit the curse and become like the other person. So that's why the dried fig of his heart started back to its beating, and then it went on and she did the same thing. It's also really interesting to me. It's a very subtle thing in the last verse when he says he or she asked, "Are you cursed?" He said, "I think that I'm cured," and he kissed her and hoped that she'd forget the question. So in the previous hooks like that, it's in the present tense. So then she asked, "Are you cursed?" So now this is in the past all of a sudden. And I think that's a really powerful thing, even though it's very subtle, that he switches back to the past tense. And it is a flashback because it's said long ago on the ship, she asked why pyramids. But it's still really interesting because it implies finality to the relationship. And so when I wrote a song of mine that was called The Tears, it was inspired by this one. I, made that conscious effort to put that in the past tense because I don't know if he did it on purpose, but I definitely did. And so that song has inspired a double album of mine called The Curse and the Cure. And then I also have an album called One More Rag. And the person who the song The Tears was about, that album was about her. So just little bit of fun facts for you, to quote the great Paul Blart. So we're gonna keep on going. We got probably 5 or 6 more. And I mentioned earlier the Beast in its Tracks, and how I first discovered Josh when he was promoting this album, and he did this song called "Joy to You, Baby," and it's the second to last track on the record. Um, and really changed a lot of things for me, because like I said, it was the first time I heard it. I was watching Letterman. I was on the heels of a really bad breakup, and just needed some sort of closure, and it didn't come with that song immediately, but it helped me feel okay uh, for a second, and or 3 minutes, I guess. Kind of what songs are about. So this is "Joy to You, Baby," and yeah, I hope you enjoy. I go to the parties, throw my hands in the air. I drink what they pour me, the cups of who cares. Go up in the night sky, up in the clouds, fly over the houses, I'm looking down. Joy to the city, joy to the streets, and joy to you, baby, wherever you sleep. Tonight, 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 tonight. There's no ghosts in the graveyard that's now in Berlin. They float in between us, what is and what is, and cast our own shadows before our own eyes. You don't come up here though, they don't come up that high. Joy to the city, joy to the streets, and joy to you, baby, wherever in sleep. Tonight, 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 tonight. There's pain in whatever we stumble upon. If I hadn't have met you, then you couldn't have known that I couldn't have met you. We couldn't have met. I guess it all adds up to joy in the end. Joy to the city, the parking lot lights, to the lion of evening with the raining inside. Joy to the many, joy to the few, and joy to you, baby, and joy to me too. Tonight, 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 tonight. All right. And that was Joy to You, Baby. So I texted my friend Pat as soon as I discovered that song and Josh Ritter. And I said, man, I said, you got to check this guy, Josh Ritter, out. He's terrific. And so he texts me back and he goes, yeah, no way. Your stuff actually reminds me of his quite a bit. And the more I dive into his discography, the more that's a compliment. And so, like I said, when my friend Mark said that earlier tonight, that like, hey, Birds of the Meadow sounds really good with your voice. Now I'm actually trying to sound like Josh Ritter, so that's even better that I'm on my way. So this next song is a song that was off of his follow-up to Sermon on the Rocks, and that is a song called Showboat, and the album is called Gathering. And this song is pretty straightforward, but pretty wordy as well. So bear with me as I play Showboat. Every time it rains, it pours. I pray it rains just a little more on me. 'Cause I'm the guy who never cries, who's gotta keep his reputation clean. And here's the howling, the rain administered in raindrops may help to hide the tears a little more. Which is why a guy who never cries looks up at the sky with hopeful eyes, hoping when it finally rains it pours. I'm just a showboat, won't catch me crying, no, won't catch me showing any hurt. I'm just a showboat, and I can stay afloat, but then I'm not sinking over. Every time the sun goes down, I pray the sunlight takes the sound as well. 'Cause I'm a guy who never cries, and I gotta keep the pain to myself. No sound to hear me breaking, no light to see me shaking, no sound to hear the teardrops hit the floor. Which is why the guy who never cries stays up all night with all the lights, hoping when it finally rains it moans. I'm just a showboat, won't catch me crying, no, won't catch me showing any hurt. I'm just a showboat, pretending I can stay afloat, pretending I'm not sinking over. Every time I think of her, I wonder if she ever thinks of me. Out all night and running wild, the latest style's the greatest company. We'll after lots and drinking, trying underneath from thinking and seeking more what he is searching for. Which is why a guy who never cries looks up at the sky in desperate eyes, hoping when it finally rains it falls. I'm just a showboat, old gang thunderbolt, Mr. Label tends so low, the only dog in every fight, the only guy who's dynamite, the only guy who never cries. See him dancing on the table, Shauna's, Lisa's, Ethel's, Mabel's. Though he looks a little tired, one eye's always pointing skyward, waiting for a drop of rain to fall in down the island main, pretending he ain't singing, no, pretending he ain't singing over. All right, and that was Showboat, like I said, by Josh Ritter off of his album Gathering. That's another album that I kind of slept on, but it's absolutely terrific. And this is too, you're kind of catching on. He releases some really good albums. So this is the follow-up to Gathering, and this is an album called Fever Breaks, which was actually produced by Jason Isbell before he was on my shit list. And this is a song called I Still Love You Now and Then, and I hope you enjoy it. They all say you're doing well, living down in Arkansas. You got a family now, they tell. The old days never called to love. Me, I'm looking for the man, but he ain't got the best of me. I have friends and I have plans, and someone's got the rest of me. But I still love you now and then, I still love you now and then, I still love you now and then when I think of you. I still love you now and then, I still love you now and then, I still love you now and then when I think of you. Say broken arm don't leave a scar, I keep it to myself and I keep my head up though it's hard. All these things take a little time, 'cause I still love you now and then, I still love you now and then, I still love you now and then when I think of you. I still love you now and then, I still love you now and then, I still love you now and then when I think of you. Never mind all that they say, how are you these days? I laugh and tell them I'm doing fine. It's gonna take some time, it's gonna take a little more than time. I wish for you the very best, days were the best of us. There was you, then there's the rest. And that's the girl I'm thinking of. I still love you now, man. I still love you now, man. I still love you now, man. When I think of you, I still love you now, man. I still love you now, man. I still love you now, man. When I think of you, when I think of you, when I think of you. All right, and that was I Still Love You Now and Then off of Fever Breaks by Josh Ritter. We've got just three more, believe it or not. So this next one is a song off of Spectral Lines, and that was his follow-up, which was released actually 4 years after the Fever Breaks album was. And this is For Your Soul. Hope you enjoy it. You with the light on your face, who walk with only in grace, things are about to get tough. There is a battle that rages, you can't wish it away, you'll have to fight for your love. For your soul, honey, for your soul, honey, for your soul. For your soul, honey, for your soul, honey, for your soul. Will you be worthy and yet unworthy in the same breath, and look yourself in the mirror? Will you be righteous and strong by saying when you were wrong and put aside your own fear? For your soul, honey, for your soul, honey, for your soul. For your soul, honey, for your soul, honey, for your soul. You with the light in your face, who can see your own way, things are about to get hard. No time for spinning your wheels, hoping to magically hear what just might tear you apart. For your soul, honey, for your soul, honey, for your soul. For your soul, honey, for your soul, honey, for your soul. For your soul, honey, for your soul, honey, for your soul. For your soul, honey, for your soul, honey, for your soul. All right, and that was For Your Soul off of Spectral Lines. That one just, similar to A Big Enough Sky, just always makes me smile. This one, not so much, and that's probably good because it's called I'm Not Smiling. So this is a song off of his album that was called, let's see, what was that one called? This one actually was a follow-up to Spectral Lines, and it's called Heaven or Someplace Close. And it was kind of a surprise release, but he had like 9 songs that he had recorded, and they still deserved a life of their own. And so he put it out as an album just last year, and it's terrific. So this is I'm Not Smiling, and it's the last track. It features Bill Frisell on guitar. He could not be reached for this live stream, but which sounds like a whole different interlude with another song. But anyway, this is I'm Not Smiling. The way that you laugh smile around your eyes. Somehow believe in your own alibis. You used to be funny. You sigh, but I'm not smiling. Walking on knees, walking on pins. Bad would not describe the shape we are in. You used to be funny. You grin, but I'm not smiling. I gave you everything, even my ghosts. I was hopelessly in love with you, more than most. Now I try, but I can't seem to get close. I'm always the one picking abandoned jokes. Hearts are mirrors, life falls apart. Put them together, they go on and on. Now look at them after you're gone. But I'm not smiling. All right, and that was I'm Not Smiling by Josh Ritter. Like I said, off of Heaven or Someplace Close. So we've just got one more song here, and this is a song called Honeydew, No Light. And the reason why I picked this particular song is that this album was actually recorded in the great state of Minnesota at Pachyderm Studios in Cannon Falls, where I used to bike through all the time. And I've never been to the studio, but it sounds terrific. And I believe it was Nevermind. It was either Nevermind or In Utero that was recorded there, the Nirvana album. And oddly enough, we have a producer in Memphis, Jason Gillespie at American Studios, who worked at Pachyderm for a little bit. So that was kind of a fun thing to figure out. But anyway, this is the title track to I Believe in You, Honeydew. And he basically just had this muse that he like wrote to, and there was just something outside of him. And this was it. So this was kind of the title track, and it references some stuff in Minnesota. So obviously I have to play it. This is Honeydew, No Light. Dark days lead to dark nights, lead to dark days, lead to dark years. No light. First heard about your legend, Minnesota way back when. Taken from the rich and given to all your friends, and your friends were the poor. Up and down the line, they might inherit the world a little bit at a time. There are places on the upper plains no comfort's ever been. You made a holy mission out of laying siege to them. You were spotted in Bemidji, you escaped from Grand Marais. Everywhere you're wanted, you're still wanted all the way. Dark days will lead to dark nights, will lead to dark years. No light. Take the farmer and his family, barely living day to day, and some mysterious illness caused his wife to waste away. But the bottle you left at the door said to take a drop. Your prayers have all been answered. Now take up your bed and walk. Take the tale of the banker from the lake of the woods, like the devil himself had come to town, dressed up as a snake best he could. You chopped off his tail, let him live his neighbors in his bags. He came to town in purple, now he's leaving here in rags. Dark days will lead to dark nights, will lead to dark years. No light. Everywhere that you would go, you are surrounded by your myth. To believe in someone, though you don't gotta know where someone is. So I've never known your whereabouts. I always know you're there, among the ones with nothing, giving what you have to share. First the cops came, then the feds came, then the army came, the men who swore no, you wore a uniform, saying who they might have been. I told them all the same thing, I didn't have to lie. Said I couldn't give you up no matter how hard I tried. Dark days will lead to dark nights, will lead to dark years. No light. Though I'm chained upon this mountain now, sometimes the doubts still creep. But who am I to ken the lines for stretched upon the deep? I know you're not the vulture, you just might be the chains. At the end of every day, your face is all that still remains. Apparition is the mother of a million beliefs, and I've had enough to know there are those you shouldn't have to meet. But I believe in you, my honeydew, I know you'll come for me. I'll be singing how you broke me out, even as you lift me free. Dark days will lead to dark nights, will lead to dark years. No light. Dark days will lead to dark nights, will lead to dark years. No light, no light, no light. All right, and that was Honeydew, No Light by Josh Ritter, the title track off of his most recent record, I Believe in You, My Honeydew. Not the exact title track, but more or less, and he's done that with a lot of his records. I do want to say, just in closing, because this whole thing started off with Sermon on the Rocks, and that particular album, he recorded it down in New Orleans, and so you can hear some of the like swampy feel to a lot of the songs. And when he was recording this album, he wrote it and was trying to figure out, okay, where can I find a good spot to fit the vibe of this record, and Cannon Falls is what he landed on. And so it's really interesting that he might always do that, but those are kind of the bookends to tonight's show. Is finding that perfect spot to record those songs and make them come out the best that they possibly can. But anyway, this was the Sermon on the Josh live stream. Happy belated birthday to Josh Ritter, a couple days late. But also happy 10th birthday belatedly to Sermon on the Rocks. Just a terrific album. Thank you guys so much for watching. This will be my last live stream for a while, maybe until Alice's Restaurant about a month from now. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I am Minnesota Mike. Make sure you check out all my other videos and all of my songs and stuff on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. And I'm also on Facebook and Instagram as Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much.